the shop.
It's okay. You're like,
Yeah, because I'm gonna bring it home. You know what I'm saying? So I drove my Crown around a lot. You know what I'm saying? And then when it came out the shop, I'll show it off a little bit. Back in the shop again.
yeah, that's what I've been doing a lot lately, man.
Back in the shop again. Okay, I want some more. I want this. I want that.
Like as soon as I get it all running, right? So like after all that happened, then I threw everything on. Then I was like, all right, cool. I got to run it good. And then like I think we mistuned my ITB, so it was like on a high like RPM just sitting. So then I brought it to Brendan, and then he was just like, "Did you look at this?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Did you do this?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Who did everything?" I was like, "Me and my uncle." And he's like, "That's pretty impressive for not pulling a motor out." He goes, "It was just one thing. It was just one ITB was a little bit longer. So when it closed, the other four were open just a little bit, like a hair." And I was like, "So I didn't do a bad job?" He goes, "No, you did pretty good for like not really knowing what you're looking at. Like you did a really good job." So I was like, "All right, bet." So then, and then I was like, "How much?" He goes, "Don't worry about it." I was like, "Oh, okay."
So that minor adjustment.
Don't even trip. So
you have ITBs on this?
The stock ITBs.
Oh, copy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get some water before we get started. Water?
Oh, yeah,
water?
Sure.
Yeah, water.
Yeah, so then I wanted to go big plenum, but then I was like, I'm going to lose a lot of low end. So I decided to just get the Freddy, like the 6 ITB rather than they have one where it's just like one big manifold.
Got it.
Because then I was like, I still want to keep the power. That's why I want to go HASB cam because I still want the low end power and I just want to like have fun with it, you know? Yeah, I don't need 1,000 horsepower. If I make 6, that's cool.
No, for sure.
Like I'm having fun now, but I'm like, if I can make more power, I'd be happy with it.
What's the most horsepower vehicle you've been in or driven?
Oh, driven? Oh, so these were like back in the day, right? Of like, I used to hang out with a crew called High End. They were our Concept Elite.
Yeah.
So I remember.
I see them all over. We used to compete at High End for Life.
Yeah. So then like Ben's car, his wide load Z.
Oh yeah.
And then Rich's Top Secret Gold Supra. And then Rafi, he built his green wide body Evo. So we got to drive those around because it's like, we have a lot of cars, but not enough drivers. So then it's like, hey, you want to take it to us with the shows?
Were you part of a car club or?
Well, I guess you could say we were part of them. We hung out with them a lot. Like every Fridays, we're always hanging out doing barbecue
at their shop.
Yeah, in San Diego.
Got it.
So it's almost like we became part of like the family, right? Like I wasn't like a show car guy, but we were just part of them hanging out and part of the crew.
Got it.
So like Nisei Week, we go with them to Nisei Week back in Chinatown.
That's crazy.
So, and then like when I joined the Navy, or that was like a little bit after I joined the Navy, and then when I went to Japan, right, 2008, 2009, that's when kind of like the U.S. car scene kind of fell off on me, and I just like really like JDM stuff because I was in Japan.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me too. I ain't fucking around USDM shit anymore. Like,
well, that's a crazy way to open up this vlog and interview. I'm NorCal Dad. I got a gentleman right here. He has a spicy thing that's parked out front. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Go ahead and introduce yourself. And what do you go by?
Hey, my name is Mike. Pretty much go by Mike. From Los Angeles, California, but we're out here in Murrieta.
Okay.
Just chilling.
Car club, anything?
So I'm part of Team Prolific right now, and I got a other collab partners, but we'll talk about that later.
Cool. All right. Give us a snapshot of your upbringing. And then what I mean by, we were just talking about this. Were you always a gearhead growing up, or did it bite you at a later stage in life?
So growing up in California, I saw a lot of lowriders.
Oh, bro.
Because I grew up in Eagle Rock near Highland Park. So I remember I was probably like 9 or 10 years old, and this dude was at the light hitting switches. And I was just like, yo, one day I want to get one of those, right? But then when you grow up, you're like, oh, that's super expensive. So then, the import scene got me maybe around like Fast and Furious-ish, more or less, right? But you've always liked like cars in general. Like I appreciate cars for what they are.
Automotive scene.
Right, all sorts of them. And I think the first car that really caught my eye was like a 2000 or 2001. It was an EM1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's when I was like,
Supersonic Blue?
Yeah. So,
iconic.
But I like red, so I was like, if they make a red one, I'd get one. And then they did.
Yeah.
So I've actually owned one, luckily.
Cool.
Ended up selling that for some other projects, but
yeah. All right. What was the exact moment? Or, well, you actually answered that, right? Because you said lowrider scene. I was going to ask you, what was the exact moment, car or person, that officially got you hooked into the automotive scene. But you said growing up in Highland Park.
Yeah, but actually, to add to that, so like
Go
one
ahead.
of the first things is my buddy Mo. Shout out to Mo. I've been friends with him since high school. He let me drive his grandpa's 1983 Toyota Tercel. It was like a coupe at like 4-speed.
Yeah.
Then he's like, "Hey, Mike, you want to drive?" I was like, "Bro, I just barely got my permit." He goes, "It's all right, man. No one's gonna know." So then I was like, "How do I do it?" He goes, "All right, you start with the clutch, and you do this, and then you just
go.
yeah, right."
You just let
And then roll, and then I'm like, "Yo, I'm on a hill." He goes, "Okay, hold the e-brake, and then pump the gas, and then slowly release the clutch, and then try to find it." So I was like, "Oh, sick." So then from there, I was just like, "Yo, this is awesome." And then when I told my dad, I was like, "Hey, I know how to drive stick." He's like, "You do?" So he put me on a hill. Then he's like, "All right, move forward without stepping on the gas." And I'm like, "You can't do that."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Watch." And then he told me, "Step on the brake, release your clutch a little bit, and slowly release your clutch and your brake at the same time. Then you'll feel the car just stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then slowly release more, and you'll move forward." And then from there, I was like, "Whoa."
Right?
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
This works.
Remember I was telling you over the phone about like you might be able to approach something one way, but somebody else know how to approach it another way, right? So
You never know what's
now,
out there, right?
now you have two different approaches, right? Handbrake, it's really steep.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
100%.
That's cool. All right. You want to go into the next question?
Yeah, your car, man.
Yeah.
Your R32, that I keep telling you, it's clean. Like, I'm scared to put my car next to your car. That's how clean it is, right? But jokes aside, I really love the build. What's the vision? What was the objective?
So getting the GTR, right, first was like super like great opportunity. I had a buddy who had the 33. Luckily, in like 2008, I was part of him buying that 33. And probably bought it for like $3,000 or $4,000.
Mm.
And like it kind of stayed with a mutual friend while he was active duty. Then when I got back to Japan, it stayed with me for a couple of years because my buddy retired and it was just too early to ship out. And then through his nephew, then just the opportunity of like, hey, my nephew has a 32 and he's really not into it and it's still pretty much stock. And I was like, what color is it? And he's like, silver. I was like, oh, I'm sold. Anything silver is my jam.
Nice. Okay.
So from there, I was like, all right, so what do I want to do with it? Essentially, right when I first got it, I was like, okay, I need aero because it sits kind of high, and I like VIP. I like big body kits. I like the drifter style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. So then
Getting wet right now.
I was like searching up all the aero I could find in Japan, but like there's no like was it old school when you used to look up on forums, right? There's no real forums unless you're looking up
On the
Australia, like things like that. So then I was like, okay, I'm trying to find car builds that suit my style, and then trying to figure out what they're hashtagging or what they're posting, so I can even just get like a little idea to like Google something. So then I stumbled upon the Aero, which is like the front, which is a Racing Service Takagi diffuser, full diffuser, carbon fiber.
Oh.
So a lot of the guys run the ab flood.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't want to be like everybody else.
Right,
I want to
right.
be different.
That's like the
So
standard.
then I had to research again.
Right.
So then I found this company that was pretty sick, and then they're super like low key. They're not like big popular. So I was like, all right, let's go with that.
Yeah.
And then the side skirts were short side skirts, and now as of late, I've noticed a lot of the guys have that. But I was like, it's okay. We'll change it up, figure out some way. And then the rears were gritty, the Gracer rear stacks.
Yeah.
So they kind of tied it in because a lot of guys do the big carbon fiber diffuser,
Correct.
but I didn't want it racy.
Yeah.
I want super clean.
Yeah.
100%.
Right. So then from there, I was like, all right, cool. And then I was riding low on coilovers, but just the ride was rough, and I was always hitting my exhaust because the body height on that just is super high.
Got it.
So then I was like, I've always wanted to bag a car, right? Just years and years wanted to bag a car. I had like a GS 350 F Sport 15. I had the bags, waited for my appointment, sold the car. Didn't even do it.
Whew.
So I was like, I was almost there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to bag this car.
There you go.
And everyone's like, oh, why'd you bag it? I was like, because I want to keep it alive. I want to keep it looking good. So
Okay. How long after you decided to go bags
honestly,
from static?
not even a year.
Oh my gosh.
Because when I first did it, I had it at a height. I was like, oh, that's cool. Let me go lower. Oh, it was tough to drive everywhere. And then when I put the Aero,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's impossible.
it was hard to drive. And I was like, this ain't it. Like, I don't want to destroy the car.
Sure. Yeah. That's understandable.
Super clean car though. The first time I saw your car was at the gym. Right? I was like, man, that's a clean or 32, right? I was telling the wife that. I didn't know it was yours, but your brother Paul told me about, hey, my brother got a Skyline, but I never knew which one. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So I said, 32, 33, I just know the Skyline, that's your brother Paul. Right? I said, cool. And when I saw yours, like, that's clean. And then I saw you, I was like, no way, that's his. That's the Skyline? That's got to be the Skyline. That's what and then that was it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because I was like, no way, that's the Skyline? And I texted your brother that night. I said, dude, it's a 32. Yeah, that one. I like this guy.
That's funny.
But yeah, dope ass car, man. I love it. I love that car. So when you first bought the car, what problems did you have before you? Because you mentioned it before we got on video, right?
Yeah.
Start out with the radiator hose, and then actually, I just went balls deep. Like what issue did you run into that you had to replace right away?
So when I first got the car,
How long have you been owning this vehicle?
almost 4 years now.
Got it.
Almost 4 years. Yeah.
So that 4 years time, what?
Yeah, so within the 4 years, the first year I kind of took my time, suspension, and then luckily it was already on a hull tech from my buddy.
Oh,
So I was like, oh, perfect. So it was a good platform to start off with.
okay.
So then I was always wanting to do motor work, but then I'm like, oh, I don't want to spend money on cars. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
And I was always hesitant, right? I've never really gone, this is probably my first super big build money-wise. And money aside, right? Money comes and goes, but I think the ideas and fruition of it is getting there. And one of the first things I did kind of notice was just little things, just little random bolts, that are kind of getting rusted or a little crusted over. So then the attention to detail was kind of in there. So then I started nitpicking everything. And then I'm searching car part numbers, trying to figure out the OEM stuff, and see what I can get here versus Japan.
Yeah.
And then, enjoyed the car from there. And essentially, like you said, so we were driving home from Vegas after a show, and all of a sudden I'm driving, and then I see my temperature go whoop, real high, then it went back low, and I was like, all right, that was weird. And then all of a sudden I see all the smoke come in. We pull over, we look up the end, the hood. I'm like, oh, there's something coming out, but I'm like, I don't know if it's brake fluid or clutch fluid or something. It didn't smell like coolant. Granted, it was 100-something degrees out.
Yeah.
Luckily, we were in Ontario, so about an hour away from home.
Yeah.
So my buddy's like, all right, well, it doesn't seem like anything serious, right? Just started it up, look at everything. All of a sudden, seemed good. All right, let's drive it again. Drove it again, and I'm like, oh, my oil's getting hot now.
Well,
I was like, all right, let me go ahead and pull over for real.
Yeah.
And then from there, we kind of figured out that something blew in the back. And it ended up being a hose like this big. And I still have AC.
Oh, that's perfect.
It's perfect.
But you can't buy the hose without understanding of, I should change everything out as far as the heater hose, right? And in that car, if you've never seen it without the plenum, there's 3 little lines here, there's 2 lines here, there's 2 lines here. It is a journey to figure out all the lines that you need to replace, just for the coolant heater hoses.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Well, what hose went bad?
So it was back behind the firewall, and the only way to attempt to get to it is to remove the plenum. So then from there, I was defeated, right? I was calling shops, and I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, this is going to be expensive just for one hose.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Hours of labor.
So then I asked my uncle, shout out to Ricky, Uncle Ricky. He's a Lexus guy, but he's like, all cars are the same. We'll figure it out. So he looked at it, then I was like, let me hit up some guys and let me see if I can get even a manual and we can research it. So just studying it, and he helped me out, and then we ended up pulling it out. And then from there, I was like, okay, let me replace this hard line, these hoses, and then asking other shops. I'm like, hey, what is this called? Because I've seen you have it, but I don't know what it's called.
Correct.
And then they would help me out too. And then from there, we got everything all lined up. And then the idea came through mind was since I'm here, and the while I'm here build happened,
Yeah.
let's just get a new plenum, because if I put the OEM one back on, I'm still going to want the new one. That's just more work.
Might as well do it while you have it out.
So I got linked up with Kenji from Grady.
Yeah.
And he has a 32 also, a silver one. So I was like, hey, can I see your car? And he goes, yeah, come check it out. Looked at his engine bay, and I was like, oh, man, I really like all your stuff. And I'd like to do a Grady theme build similar to yours. And so I gave him my ideas, and he's like, okay, so do you want to run some Grady stuff? And I was like, oh yeah, definitely. So he's like, okay. And then the real story was, I was getting an ITB rebuilt, and I was asking around, and the guy who was rebuilding it, he's like, "Oh, if you want some like Brady pipes, I have some, but I'd give you a good deal." I was like, "Okay." So then I told Kenji that story, and he's like, "Oh, I could probably get you a pretty good price." Then I was like, "Well, of course you can, man. You're Kenji, you know."
Exactly. Yeah.
So he's like, "Okay, give me a list of what you want, and let me see what I have." So I was just writing everything down. You talk about like a plan, anything ready I could get for the engine bay or anything. So it's like plenum. It was the surge pipes, front mount, blow off, oil cooler, oil relocator.
Rabbit hole, basically.
Yeah. And then so he was on the phone with Japan, gave me a couple invoices, gave me one, and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, the hard stop.
And then he gave me another one, and he said, "This is your price."
Oh!
I was like, "All right."
Let's go.
So then he's like, "So what do you want?" I was like, looked at my buddy, and I was like, "Everything?"
Run it!
He's like, "Everything?" And then my buddy's like, "Everything."
Everything. Run it.
Yeah.
Send it.
So shout out to Kenji, man.
Okay.
Send it.
Wow.
So now your car is where, like, again, beautiful, immaculate, like, perfect. To me, perfect.
Thank you.
So where are we at now? Like, where does she stand out? Like, what do you got in it now? Sits there.
So right now, okay, so we'll go top to bottom. So all that bolt-ons, right? The pretty stuff is there. Got the ITVs rebuilt.
Yeah.
We're on air. Oh, air was another thing too. So shout out to Freddie and Auto Fashion, all them boys.
Okay.
And like some of my Japanese counterparts who helped me out with trying to figure out measurements because we actually had to cut up the front.
Builds are never truly done. What do you have plans next for this vehicle, if there is any?
All right. So we always say there's always something to be improved, something to be done. So, but when I got the car running, the ITV things happened, right? So when I said, "Oh, it might be something else," well, if I'm going to do something, I might as well just keep going with it. So then plans right now is E85. And then so I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, if we're going to pull the motor, then I might as well do more work. So I was like, oh, HK's VCAM sounds nice. Right? So
Just going and going.
like it's trying to keep like modernization of, you know, the variable valve. So you have the low end.
Correct.
And then now you have like the mid to the highs with the turbo. So like you're just trying to make it more spirited. Just have a little bit more fun. Wake it up.
Yeah.
Right? So then I was like, okay, we'll do that. And then I was like, all right. Well, if we're gonna pull the motor, let me go to get a new clutch. So I was like, let me get the Nismo copper mix clutch. I was like, all right, let's do a HKS oil pump. Let's get an HKS crank angle sensor. Let's just go R35 coil packs. And then obviously a new tune is gonna be needed. What else are we gonna do with that
This
thing?
is deep.
Oh, and then from there, I was like, oh, should I just change the head gasket? I was like, you know what? If the bottom end is healthy, and my ideal goal is between like 500 and 600, I was like, all right, let's just rip apart the head and let's do like titanium valve springs, guides. Let's just redo all that at least. Get the head decked, honed.
I like where this is going.
You know, and then let's see where we are from there.
Got it.
So I have a smile on my face. What did your wife think about all of this?
I didn't really think.
So
Yeah, that part.
What did your wife think about all of
you know, being a good husband, being a good dad, right?
Yeah.
As long as the bills are paid, anything extra, hey, that's all on you, baby. That's all on you. Just don't go into debt. Don't ask me for money. And hey, the last I've been with her like 17 years.
Yeah.
There's never a moment in time where I said, hey, I need this money to pay a bill, or I need this money because I can't afford it.
Right.
So I've always been able to, you know, find the little hustles and just make it work.
Okay, so she trusted you.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
Well,
awesome.
then, you know, I guess that leads to the next thing. The next topic is what keeps you grounded.
Bro, leave it alone.
What keeps you grounded, man?
So what keeps me grounded first and foremost, you know, is God. God is there. You know, God is good.
Yeah.
He's always around, even when you're not around, right? And definitely family. My wife, my kids. You know, my mom and my dad's still around. Lucky me. And then my brother. So like, I have a lot of support where I'm like, oh, like yesterday, hey, I'm gonna go to Spocom. I'm gonna be out for like literally 24 hours or so. So can you watch the kids? And she's like, okay, I got you. Oh, Royce has a basketball game. My brother got me. I'll take him to the game. So now your wife doesn't have to like be all stuck in the mix with everything. So
Nice.
it's a lot of good support that's really helped me move and progress forward.
Oh, great. That definitely does help.
You got your kid. How many kids you got?
I got two. I got Mika. She's 14 and a half. Crazy girl. Love her. And Royce, he's 9 years old.
Royce is
A boy.
Boy.
Yeah.
So he knows that Skyline's coming in. So
Oh, yeah.
now 13
I was gonna get to that question. Like, are your kids into cars?
They
Like,
are.
Did they get
so-
the bug from dad?
They did. My daughter loves American muscles. She loves the Mustangs, always has. But as of recently, she's been seeing the 350Z on the bus. So she's like, "Oh, what is that car called?" And I was like, "Oh, that's a 350Z. It's a Japanese car." She goes, "Oh, that might be a good starter
Hey, don't
car."
worry, baby. We're going to LS1 that. She likes the she likes muscle.
Hey, I mean, if you get mixed.
Muscle.
And then my son, like ever since he was a baby, I remember he could tell like Tesla headlights and taillights. He could tell what that was, and in a car seat, like in the baby car seat.
Yeah.
And then the Audi, he'd be like, "Oh, that's the Rings car." I'm like, "Rings car," and I'm like, "Oh, the Rings."
Oh,
So like he would understand a lot of that.
My biggest things with when I was growing up, so I'll share my story, right?
Yeah,
Into yours. My kids at that age, Alex, AJ, right? They were in cars, Hot Wheels, Bigfoot toys, you name it. This little table, dining table, they would stack them all, make them all nice and neat. So you would think
they're making their own car show.
right? You would think they would get into cars at a very young age. They actually fell off, right? When Alex turned 14, he became a gamer, heavy gamer, and of course, little brother follows Kuya wherever Kuya's going, right?
Yeah.
And I really thought, man, that's it. Like, I guess nothing happened. So the entire time from 14 until we got stationed in Japan, I worked on cars. It was just me, like nobody. He's in the room. He'll come out and bring me some water. That's about it. But no interest. Hey, hand me a wrench. What's that? You know what I mean? No interest whatsoever. Ties it into Japan, right? Japan comes around. He's 16 at the time, right? So Japan comes around. We go check it out. He's having a great time because I'm taking him to DK, taking him to Umatari, taking him to Tokyo, Shibuya Crossing, you name it. And he's having a blast. And then from there, I guess all the students in Kinnick High School and base were always talking about getting their first cars. Like, yo, my first car's gonna be this, that, and third. And it intrigued him. So at 16, I bought him his first car, right? And it was a Toyota Wish. I don't know if you know.
Oh
this.
yeah, like a little hatchback.
Toyota, it was considered a minivan.
Okay.
Japan, right? So I bought him his Toyota Wish. Already bagged. The platform was there. No, it only had a head unit, no speakers. It had bag, but pneumatic switches. It's not, not for airlift.
Manual,
It's all pneumatic switches with an old school setup, right? About to think of $2,000 from the boy Gordon. You know what I'm saying? Gordon, thanks, brother. Anyways, Gordon sold it to me, and Gordon became part of the car club after that. You know how that works, right? This buddy. But anyhow, so we started off with that. And the first time I showed him the car, because he saw it, like I was kind of, because it was on base for sale, right, at the lemon lot. You know, the lemon lot's on base. I saw it there parked all the time. I said, yo. And I pointed to my son, check that car out. And then I guess it caught his eye because when he walks home from school, he'll cross a lemon lot and he's always
Checking it out.
taking pictures and imagining that was my car, yada, yada, yada.
This is my budget.
Right? And I told him, I don't know, I don't have the budget, right? And like, so Gordon originally wanted like $3,500 and he talked me down because he got to the point where nobody wanted the car. So Gordon said, dude, I was about to part it out. I said, I got 25. He said, I'll take it. Cool. 25, bought the car off. So we parked behind the tower. And I can't believe, I can't replace the expression he had. It's just, dude was jumping for joy. But he had no idea what car he got. He just, oh my God, goes up and down, had the exhaust system already. He was excited. And then the next 2 years, bro, he graduated high school. He went full-time in NEX. And he dumped about, we were talking about money earlier, right?
Yeah.
That kid dumped about, let's say 10 G's, 11 G's in 2 years on that Wish. Upgraded the air suspension. That rubber lines, hard lines. So it looks like a fucking spider in the back of his
nice.
car. It's nice. It's nice. The car is really, really nice. So he's excited to bring it because it's a mini version of the Sienna.
So it's coming.
It's coming. In 2028, it's eligible.
Nice.
But it's just set up just like the Sienna. The Sienna, you know how the Sienna's body style is? Similar to that, but down. Bring it back 2/3 of the scale. Got it. And so in those 2 years of build, right? I kept thinking back when he was 14, 12, 13, 14 years old. And then when he dropped off, I thought back and said, what happened? And he can't even answer. But you know what I found out? Or what I've come to realize and gather? His presence. Because I didn't force him out in the garage. I didn't put the tool in his hand. Hey, you guys sit here and help me build this, that, and third. He had the car bug the entire time. It just didn't kind of
Like understand.
come out and
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
what the
yeah.
concept was, right? Like it was dormant. It was in him the entire time.
Yeah.
You know? So I woke him up. Said, now he can't stop. So Civic see out there, that's his build.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was
That
pretty
build
good.
is his. He's like, yo, this, that. And it's funny, I tease him. So I said, you're going to be a Honda boy when we get to California. Hell no, I'm Toyota all the way. And I was going to sit outside. So, but yeah, I wanted to share that story because as young as your son is now, that's what I would suggest or some kind of advice, right?
Yeah.
Keep you more grounded is put that wrench in his hand. Hey, dude.
Get him out there.
Hey, dude, grab this. If you're not doing that already, continuously do it. So I do that with my youngest now,
Okay.
right? It's simple stuff like rotate tires, wash the car, change the oil.
Yeah.
Like his birthday just passed, so I got him. He wants to take the Mark II. The Mark II has a PA system, siren it up.
Okay.
I bought one for the camera. Yeah,
Which is
so we
ridiculous.
bought one. We bought one for the camera.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna install it. I'm gonna have him installed. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna guide him. Right? But that's the part of the involvement. So I asked myself, and I actually talked to the wife. I said, if I had started like early, like right at 12, 13, when I knew Hot Wheels was a thing, and I used to run to them, hey, come help that, come help that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Would it have played out differently? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you never know. Going back to what you say, grounded with God, God's watching you if you know you're not. Right? So this was his path. You know what I'm saying? Like, This is how it had to happen. Now he's in the Navy.
Yeah.
Now he's looking at that.
That's it.
So you're making real money now. You want to buy all these cars. He calls me every day. You know, son, yes, you do. Calls me almost every day talking about, Dad, this is Mark II of Florida. Da, 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 da. Yo, Dad, I'm looking at this Crescent. I want to slide. Yo, Dad. I said, you went from drifting to VIP to what are you trying to do, bro? Like,
Yeah.
I just want a project card. No, you don't. Not yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, not yet. You know?
Yeah.
But that's him now.
It's cool.
You know, because he's making real money. But how can I hate? I'm not going to hate because he's in the Navy. Like, that's your money. Do what you want with it. But can I guide you on how to spend it right?
Please.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But can I stop you from spending? No, I
No.
can't. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But the fact that he carried on, right, is good. Imagine your son now if you just keep throwing that over, yo, he's going to surpass you, bro. He'll start doing the R32, be like, man, I'm too old for this. Man. You got this, bro. You know?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be
Yes.
fun.
But that's good stuff, man. Like, our kids is like, you have daughters, right?
I
Daryl?
do. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the car girls?
They are. So I
There you
got
go.
them wrenching on the Camaro I have.
Oh,
And
nice.
they were, all they did was crack the bolts on the headers. I was removing the OEM manifolds and just putting long tube headers on it. All I did was crack all the bolts, and they were still in their Sunday dress after church. I just put little blankets on the fenders. I said, just remove them, put it in this bucket. Here's the wrench. Here's the open end, and just do it. And they got to it. I have videos of it. Right?
Nice.
Yeah. And then there was one video where we're talking about lowriders. I used to have a lowrider. So I have a 95 Cadillac Fleetwood, right? I just sold it maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh, no
Super Bowl,
way.
Super Bowl weekend. And we did the upper A control arms where they're positive, so you have that bulldog look,
Oh, yeah.
right? So I did 1.5s on both sides.
Yes.
And my daughter is now they're 9 and 6.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, watch them grow.
You got a lot of cars too, man. This is
Yeah,
hell
we'll get into that. Well, Mikey, thank you so much, bro, for joining
yeah.
me, bro.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
RC.
Brother, thank you.
Appreciate you.
RC, thank you for allowing us to utilize your Espo Garage, headquarters of YK West Coast. For the followers, where can they find you if you want, or do you have a IG account or social media account that?
Yeah,
You wanna
so
share with
I
us?
have Instagram. You can find me at JDM_Mikeson, MIKESAN. The handle was from, I need to make an IG because we're at Tokyo Auto Salon and I want some free swag, but I don't have an IG. So my homeboy Ron, he's just like, oh, let's just make this name. And it's stuck. And it's been that thing for, I don't know, like 15 years or whatever it is.
Sure.
That's dope. That's dope. That's so dope.
But
Cool.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Peace.